print, email, Facebook, Twitter. More. The anatomy of a royal wedding dress. What can we expect Meghan Markle to wear? There's one detail about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding we still know very little about: the wedding dress. Like the Duchess of Cambridge's dress, Ms Markle's gown has been kept top secret until she makes her way to St George's Chapel in Windsor Castle on Saturday afternoon. Even the designer is unknown. Ralph & Russo, a London fashion house run by Australian designers Tamara Ralph and Michael Russo, is rumoured to be a top contender. Ms Markle wore one of their gowns for her engagement photos earlier this year. British fashion house Edm has also been mentioned. Ms Markle has followed plenty of traditions in the lead up to the big day, so it's likely she has turned to royal weddings past for inspiration. A lace sleeve here, a cinched bodice there, like many non-royal brides before her. Here's how you put a royal wedding dress together, piece by piece. The designer for modern royal brides. It starts with the designer. Valentino is a popular choice among European royalty, with brides from Sweden, Netherlands, Monaco and Greece recruiting the veteran designer. For the 2002 wedding where she became the Netherlands crown princess, Queen Maxima relied on Valentino for her cowl-neck gown of Mikado silk. Other brides have chosen designers with a link to their dominion. Princess Mary of Denmark, aka Tasmanian Mary Donaldson, chose a Danish designer, Uffe Frank. The Duchess of Cambridge picked Alexander McQueen. Creative director Sarah Burton, and former model and yoga teacher Sophia Helkvist wore Swedish designer Ida Huachet when she married Sweden's Prince Carl Philip in 2015. When Zara Phillips, Queen Elizabeth's granddaughter and 17th in line to the throne, married English rugby player Mike Tindall in 2011. She wore a gown made from ivory silk satin by British fashion designer Stuart Parvin, who has been designing clothes for the Queen since 2007. The collar. It was considered an unusual choice when Queen Victoria wore white to her 1840 wedding to Prince Albert, after asking no one else to wear the color. Julia Baird, in her book Victoria, the Queen, argues that she didn't choose the color as a mark of her purity as many believe. Rather, it was the best color to highlight the handmade ornament and lace she'd ordered to support the industry that had been buffeted by the introduction of machine copies. Whatever the reasoning, the tradition has stuck, and most brides, never mind just royals, stick with white. Brides in weddings for lower royals, that is, those who aren't next in line for succession, can get away with a different color. Since this is Ms Markle's second wedding, perhaps she'll avoid white too. The lace. Intricate yet delicate, lace is often more than decoration. Many royal brides have used the patterns as a tribute to their homeland. A sketch by Norman Hartnell of the dress he designed for Queen Elizabeth shows the detail of stars, roses and wheat sheaves, embellished with crystals and 10,000 seed pearls. The Duchess of Cambridge's gown featured floral motifs cut from machine-made lace and appliqued over the satin bodice, using the Carrick-Macross technique that dates back to the 1800s. It was created in such secrecy that the embroiderers from the Royal School of Needlework who created the lace were told it was going to be used in a televised drama series. The skirt and train. The gowns usually have more train than Thomas the Tank Engine. Queen Elizabeth had a 15-foot train, which was said to have been inspired by Botticelli's painting Primavera. 13 years later, her younger sister used the same designer for her wedding to Anthony Armstrong-Jones in 1960. Princess Margaret's skirt was made from 30 meters of silk organza and quite simply adorned. Their mother's dress was described at the time as one of the simplest royal wedding dresses, but it still featured a train made from Flanders lace, which was a gift from Queen Mary. The sleeves. Now this is where experimentation gets you in trouble. Long sleeves are the norm, and for good reason. The wedding dresses from the 1980s haven't aged as well as their older counterparts. The most remarkable feature of Princess Diana's dress, despite its 25-foot-long train, was its big, puffy sleeves. Similarly, Sarah Ferguson's dress, designed by Linkek Eric, at her wedding to Prince Andrew featured high shoulders and generous sleeves. Thankfully, the Duchess of Cambridge returned to a more traditional sleeve, made from hand-cut Chantilly lace. The sleeves were reminiscent of actress Grace Kelly's gown at her 1956 wedding to Prince Rainier III. That dress, designed by MGM Studios costume designer Helen Rose as a gift to their departing star, is one of the most influential. The flowers haven't always been constrained to bouquets. In the 1800s, flowers often decorated the dress as well. Princess Frederica of Hanover, for example, wore a dress decorated with floral garlands during her 1880 wedding to Baron Alphonse von Pavel-Ramingen. The shoe's the most secretive part of the entire ensemble. We rarely catch a glimpse of what's going on under that bustle. We didn't get a good look at the Duchess of Cambridge's shoes until they went on display at Buckingham Palace later in the year. They were custom-made by Sarah Burton, the same Alexander McQueen designer who created her gown. They're covered in ivory duchesse satin with lace embroidered by the Royal School of Needlework. The entourage royal brides need backup, though unlike standard weddings, there's more children than just a flower girl and page boy. Ms. Markle has elected not to have a maid of honor, but she has 6 children playing the role of bridesmaid. Besides the Duke of Cambridge as his best man, Prince Harry has 4 page boys attending him. It's a repeat performance for Prince George and Princess Charlotte, who played the same parts in Pippa Middleton's wedding last year. When she was a 5-year-old princess, Queen Elizabeth made her first public appearance as part of the wedding party of Captain Henry Abel-Smith and Lady May Cambridge in 1931, one of 4 children and 8 adults to act as bridesmaid. The knockoffs: we might have to wait to see what Ms. Markle has chosen to wear today, but one thing is certain, we won't have to wait long if we want to buy our own version. Since weddings have been televised, knockoffs have been available nearly immediately. Within hours of the wedding in 2011, knockoffs of the newly minted Duchess of Cambridge's gown were available for sale. We don't know what it looks like now, but come Sunday, Ms. Markle's dress will be the latest to influence wedding fashion. Print email